Peace, 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 peace. Peace, peace in the now. I appreciate you for being here. Let's give gratitude for rising back to this particular realm. In the rising, let's give gratitude. Let's give gratitude. In the most transformative time in the history of this realm. The most energetic time in the history of this realm. And the most change that we will ever see. And fast change in the history of this realm. Gratitude. Let's give gratitude for that right now. Despite what is, I told y'all what was going to happen. I told you what was going to happen. I told you what was going to happen. Whether it is man's design or man pushing these things that are happening in the physical world or the divine, it doesn't matter. I told you what was going to happen. That on the surface of reality, on the screen of life, yeah? On the screen of life, you would experience tumultuous events, chaotic energy. Yeah, it's going down on Earth. It's going down on Earth. Sending my love to everybody that is going through whatever it is that they may be going through anywhere in the world. And what I consider Maui 2.0 in California, to be honest with you. Seems like Maui 2.0. You can read between the lines with that perspective. A lot of these things are being orchestrated and created. Man, oh man. Gratitude for us being safe in the now. Can't piece ourselves into the puzzle that doesn't hold us anymore, indeed. Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for existing. Man, here we go. Let's get right. We got to constantly remind ourselves of the nature of reality, especially in these times when things seem to be chaotic and going haywire. We got to remind ourselves that this is a movie, so to speak. This is a movie, and it's progressing like a movie would. You have to remember, I told you, they have you preoccupied watching movies, watching the plots of movies, and not realizing that you're living in one flesh being, living in an actual movie right now. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. Let's wake the fuck up, y'all. Let's go. But you're not just this lowly being floating in a movie. You have more control than they ever want you to think you have. Hence the reason why they create situations that make you feel like things are out of control. But the one thing that you can control in a scenario where they control certain events is your poise, your peace. I had a similar event, not similar event, but I was somewhere and there was a fire drill that was happening, and this was yesterday, so it's symbolic for me. There was a fire drill that was happening yesterday, and I heard the alarm. Poise. Being inward. Inward, poise, boom, you know. But everybody around me. Short-circuiting. Losing their shit. Out of their minds. Because of a fire drill. It wasn't even a real fire. I could imagine if it was an actual fire that was happening. They would be... And I learned something from that moment in itself. It's your peace. It's your poise. It's your presence. It's the power that you wield within yourself that will get you through and make better decisions while you're going through these things that seem chaotic. I want to send all my love and light to everybody in the now. I want to send all my love, all my light. Not all of it. But I want to send my love and light to California, to the Middle East, man, to the Middle East, to the eastern part of the United States that's getting hit with this. I feel like if it's not the fact that the sun's at its solar maximum, like the live, share the live, y'all, give gifts if you feel called to. If it's not that the sun is at its solar maximum, then there's definitely some technology being used to, you know, make this winter more harsh. And excuse me, not just the cold, right? So it's not just the cold, right? It's the wind out here. The wind in the eastern part of the United States is some of the most powerful wind I've ever experienced. Not only just, it's also a consistent wind. That's crazy, man. Like the thickest and most powerful trees. Like I'm looking outside and they're getting rocked like twigs. It's crazy. Yeah, it feels like a fridge, indeed. Okay, so let's get right. Attention. Attention, attention, attention. Attention is the currency. Attention is the power. Attention is what makes things more real than what they initially seem. I told you that they have to pull out all the stops to get you, the great one, to pay attention. Everything is neutral, and there was two sides that was classified as negative and positive. A good one, especially in this realm, definitely. Stop giving your power away, okay? Look, I told you, especially in the now that we're in now, like, in the now that we're in now, you're gonna see so much shit, bro. Like, you got to be ready. And this is not me coming from a place of fear. It's me coming from a place of, like, I know what's about to come. So it's like, I want you to be prepared in your mind and your heart. Be poised. Be ready. Be diligent. Be grounded, man. Be grounded. My biggest thing is I just need some sun. That's really what my heart is telling me. I need some sun. I need that heat back in my reality. This winter, I can't do the winter. We're not built for winter, especially melanated beings. We're not built to exist in the winter. This planet is not even a winter-based type of planet. It's not even supposed to be like this. It's a tropical planet. And I think that the further we ascend in vibratory frequency, the more the sun is taken over, right? And I think, unfortunately, there are versions within reality that the sun ain't smacking them like that. They don't smack them like it smack us. It's like they're trying to block it out every chance they get. When we rise, I go outside, even before the winter hit, like when it was fall type shit. I would go outside and you would see the planes fly over the sun, fly past the sun, trying to stop the sun. Man, it ain't even supposed to be clouds in the sky. I can see that. See how I read that in your accent? Man, ain't supposed to be clouds in the goddamn sky. Not for real though. For real. We're going through, like we always talk about this, but we're going through photonic evolution. And there's light code activations and realizations and emotions, right? Right? And emotions that we're dealing with, right? So things are coming to the surface for us from our personal, and see, as we're dealing with the bullshit on the surface of reality, fires and wars and presidents and blah, 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 we're dealing with all that on the surface of reality, but we're also dealing with our own inward emotional, right? Our own personal incarnation, what we went through with people, what we go through with ourselves and how we think about things. That's coming up to the surface to be witnessed. And I think the biggest thing about all of it, whether you're going through your own inner shit or whether you're observing the outward reality, is how poised can you be? How can you how can you find something within what you're perceiving as a nugget of truth, a nugget of wisdom, a nugget of love, so that you can perceive yourself? Man, I'm telling you, like, even with me, like within investing, because I invest, right? Like in cryptocurrency, blockchain, and things like that. I'm an investor beyond being a spiritualist and being God in the now. Oh, nice. I've been brought here by the guides again. Peace, 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 gratitude. You should follow me. You won't have to be guided anymore. Straight to your phone. Here we go. So I'm learning lessons through every single thing that I go through, every instance. You have to think of everything as spiritual, like I said. So I'm an investor, and I invest in blockchain technology and things like that. So when the price goes up, the price goes down. It's very emotional shit, right? You able to discuss reincarnation real quick? Yeah, just ask a question and then I'll get to it. I have a specific question about reincarnation for sure. So everything's about emotions. All the other stuff is minute. It's designed to distract. Indeed, I mean, everything within your mom is designed to distract. Your friends are designed to distract you. Life is designed to distract you from the truth of who you are, which is the reason for life. But the point is, you're the reason for life. But the point is, as you're going through those experiences with those parts of yourselves, is learning through that, what we call distractions, right? And then even being able to have the experience beyond the thought of it being a distraction, meaning loving it and experiencing it and embracing it, right? So, you know Gail? I don't know Gail. I'm just wondering if we should prep for anything with food and radios. I think stay ready so you don't got to get ready, but don't overdo it with panic. Stay ready so you don't got to get ready, but don't overdo it with panic. Again, it's over for the United States, period. Period. The chickens have come home to roost energetically, and now we're starting to see things physically that are occurring. It's as simple as that. It's just like we have our own, like I said, everything is a loop. We have our own karmic retribution and our own incarnation. And then there's nations that have karmic retribution. They have to come home. And it's not, again, to make you feel away, because I told you it's about you. The way that we're going to transition into this ascension is through poise. Things are going to happen on the surface of reality. I told you that. It's just the movie playing out. It's the end of this particular movie that's playing out. As we build a new movie in mind, heart, and spirit, we build a new movie to be inhabited by us. Listen to me. And if human beings have been interacting with each other in a lower vibratory way for thousands of years, okay, and now we're moving into a higher vibratory reality, then the crescendo or the final act has to be crazy. Like it's just a movie. It has to be like boom, 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 and then end credit, roll into the next one. You keep looking at it as real. You keep looking at it as life, but you are a non-physical entity. You are something that can't be described in terms of physicality, but you keep trying to describe it while you're being physical, right? So it's hard to, if that makes sense. So again, it's the end of this particular movie. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. Just in case something happens with TikTok, please subscribe to my YouTube. I'm going to put it right here. The link is in my bio. It's a link tree. Just in case something happens with TikTok. And that's a whole nother topic with TikTok. These disgusting human beings. They're trying to get rid of God's app. I'm telling you, this is God's app. This is God's app. Here we go. Link in my bio, Timelines, the album. Second book, Magic Music Triumph. It's a digital copy. YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube. All of these will be on YouTube. One-on-one sessions. If you want a one-on-one session with this part of yourself, you could take whatever it is where you talk about blockchain technology, spirituality, and all that good stuff. Now, if somebody asked, Eli, did you ask that question yet about, let me see. Within the incarnation, that it gave me the feeling of rebirth. Let me see. I think you asked an original question, unless I'm tripping. Hard to keep up with the joint sometimes. Here we go. Moon, you able to do? Oh yeah, that was the original one. Did you guys have an actual specific question about reincarnation? Hit me. Yes, this is God's app. God is here on TikTok. Let me explain something to you. What are you talking about? No, I'm dead serious. I'm so serious because each app has its own spirit, like the logic behind it. It's nothing logical about any of this. Nothing. There's nothing logical about us being. There's nothing logical. Before I go in, sometimes I gotta go off when I hear things like that. There's nothing logical about a blob of cells that have their own life coming together to make a body. There's nothing logical about atoms that come together to make those cells. Then the cells make organs, and then the organs make a body, and then the body can talk. There's nothing logical about this reality, period. But when it comes, I have to always got to give a little spiel, but the thought of reincarnation seems impossible because you're here in the now, grounded in the now. Right? You feel like Facebook is corrupting your dad. It is. The algorithm is designed to keep you in an echo chamber. TikTok's algorithm is designed to help you meet your soul tribe, and I mean that. TikTok's algorithm is designed to show you the algorithm of your mind. Show you the algorithm of your heart, what you're giving off. That For You page of TikTok is bringing the soul tribe together. Not family tribe. We were born in karmic families. Reincarnation isn't my strong suit, but Moon can definitely give you. Okay, so here we go, real quick. Yeah? Pretend this timeline right here, right now, is one timeline out of infinite timelines in the now. Okay, and we're here right now. We chose this one. Our main focus of, see, there's infinite awareness, but that awareness is focusing in on this time right here, right now. Okay? Don't think in terms of I'm 15 or 30. That wind, I'm telling you, I told you that wind. That higher awareness exists beyond time and chooses different timelines to exist upon. We've had, quote unquote, thousands of years of incarnation cycles. Okay? Listen to me. There's a part of you that exists beyond time. That part of you whispers to you. That's what you call intuition and ESP, extrasensory perception, that gives you the idea of, hey, I should do this or I shouldn't do this. This is going to benefit my future or not. Here we go. The people in the ground, the dead people, the monoliths that we see, those are all ours. The dead people, those are our old bodies. Listen to what I'm telling you. Your soul, your spirit drops the body, hops in another one to have another experience. Listen to me. You and I, us, you and I, and everybody on the planet right now, with the exception of a few, have been doing this dance over and over and over and over for the entirety of Earth's existence as far as human beings go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. To make sure I'm following you. I think I am already. Yes. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I got you. Here we go. Look. This is why I told you guys to go watch The Laws of the Sun, because it would give you an understanding about the nature of reality and how we reincarnate through time. Okay, here we go. You and I. Don't think of yourself as a body. Think of yourself as a non-physical being, eternal, timeless, formless, that can take any form it like. You chose this particular body this time, but you had other bodies in the other times. And you and I have been doing this over and over. You, your mom, your cousin, your friends, your acquaintances, especially in your personal incarnation. Everybody does times. And you and I have been doing this over and over. You, your mom, your cousin, your friends, your acquaintances, especially in your personal incarnation. Everybody that was surrounding. Everybody in the, I hope you guys can hear me. I got a phone call. I hope you guys can hear me. Everybody, listen to me. Everybody in your personal incarnation, mom, cousin, brother, sister, aunt, friend, acquaintance, passerby, has been in your life for thousands of years, but have played many different roles in that life. See, we did that so that we can learn about ourselves on this level, in the level of separation. On this level, in the level of separation. On this level, in the level of separation. To you, no. God did something amazing because God lives on TikTok and brought you back to yourself, brought you back to soul family, brought you back. That's why they're trying to ban it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. There's something happening with TikTok that's bringing the gods back together. I promise you. And Eli's doing more gifting of subscriptions. Guys, if you just got a subscription from Eli, thank Eli. And if anybody else would like to subscribe, please subscribe at the bottom. There's a star. Become a part of my subscription-based community. Let's keep going. Thank you, Eli. What the fuck is going on, y'all? I don't care how much I know about this stuff. I don't care how many times I say it. It still feels new when I say it. It still feels fresh. I still get more from it. It never gets old. Simply because we've been doing this for thousands of years. Linearly. You smoke? Not anymore. Not anymore, I did. Not anymore, but I did for sure. I woke up and everything in my mind and world changed as it should. It should never stay the same, but let's keep going. You and I. And if you come here from the For You page, you too. We've been doing this dance on the planet Earth for thousands of fucking years. I'm going to say it again. Everybody in the ground, everybody in the graves that we see, we ride by the cemetery feeling all bad for some space suits, for some earth suits, so to speak. Earth suits in the ground. Body dropped. Soul left. Went into another one. I'm back. I'm telling you, it's that fucking deep. It's that real. We are OD, as we say in New York. We are crazy. Now here we go. Since you're here right now, you and I, since we're here, discussing the fact that we were here thousands of years, that should tell you something. It should tell you that this is the time where we figured it out, that we were doing this for thousands of years. That's the first thing that should tell you. If you and I are here discussing the fact that you and I have been doing this with each other for thousands of years using different bodies, then that should tell you that this time we finally figured it out. And that's the reason why the establishments and systems are collapsing around us. Because they only were able to stand tall when they had the power of the souls who forgot. The life force of those who didn't remember. Okay? Listen. We are literally consciousness talking to itself indeed. There's only one of us here. There's only you here. Yeah? And you see me, but I'm a mental projection. And that's the point. Here we go. Let's keep going. Here we go. Yeah. It's that crazy. It's that fire. Here we go. Look. Here we go. Fuck. Now let's switch it. This is a dream and you're the dreamer. You're the dream and you're the dreamer. Okay, so now that you've been in a nightmare. What was the nightmare? The nightmare was the thought, feeling, and perspective that you were separate from God. The thought, feeling, and perspective that you were separate from the dream. The thought, feeling, and perspective that you were separate from me. Okay, now we switched the flow up. We switched the perception up. Now let's roll with this one. Let's roll with the dream perspective. We were in the movie before, but now let's get into the dream. Because when you switch the perspective, you get a different energy from it. So now we're in a dream. Okay, let's go. Ooh. Okay. As the dreamer, you get what you say life is, regardless whether you remember that it's a dream or not. It's the same way when you're in your night dreams. Listen to me. When you're in your night dreams, the nature of the night dream doesn't care if you remember or not. It's going to give you everything you're projecting and feeling. It doesn't care if you remember. You're still at the whim of the law of what's going on there. It's no different here. So just because you incarnated in this realm and gave yourself self-imposed amnesia, you're still at the whim of the laws you created within this realm. Meaning, as above, so below, as within, so without. You get what you think and feel in reality. Okay, when you came here to this realm, there was a preset design of what reality was. So you were taught that this is what reality is. You said yes to it, and so it is. Money's the power. When you look good, you get good. Get a degree. A nice car, go to school, go to work for hours. Yeah, okay. This was what this realm was designed with. Okay, but it's still a dream. Let me explain. We're still in the dream though. That was the design of this particular dream, and yet you were still the dreamer. You still had control, but since you got here with amnesia and they told you that you have no control outside of your body, that's what it was for you. Within the nightmare. Then you rose. An age in awareness. Once you rose in age and awareness, you started to remember. You started to remember that things aren't what they seem to be. And that what I see as the material world is really made of energy. This is what you started to gather through your teachings, through your contemplations, through your meditations, through teachers like me. You started to remember. And in that remembering, you start to realize, whoa, wait, I was in a dream the entire time. That it was my dream. Okay? And just like in a dream, as soon as I start to dream a new dream, anything that was in that old dream must collapse. Hence the reason why the governments, hence the reason why the governments, you see what Florida, California, Middle East, it's going the fuck down in your dream. Why? Because the dreamer has finally risen. And you were in a nightmare. Why? Because, listen, you are at the whim of your own laws. You said that it was something. It was that for however long it was until you rose to consciousness. Now you see things for what they are, and you're dreaming a new dream. In the dreaming of that new dream, everything that's not in alignment with that dream must collapse. And that's what's happening because you're the dreamer. Peace, peace, peace. God Self 717. Y'all follow God Self 717. Y'all follow Cherish, man. Y'all giving that love. Here we go. You ready? From where you're sitting on your throne, I don't give a fuck if you're sitting on the bed or you're on the shitter. Wherever you sit is the throne. Let me explain something to you. You are the one dream dreamer. There's only one dream happening. Yours. from your perspective, you sent me. You're looking at you in this body. Listen to what the fuck I'm trying to tell you. Get it out of your head that I'm something different than you. Get it out of your head that I'm someone different than you. I'm not. I am you in the most literal, not figurative way it could possibly be described. This is a reprogramming and a reshaping of your mind so that you can realize that you sent me. You're looking in the eyes of yourself here. That deep. And the beauty of it is, if you don't remember, it makes it even more fire because it's like the movie Total Recall. When Arnold Schwarzenegger saw a video that he sent himself from the past. He sent himself a video from the past because he knew his memory would be wiped. I don't know if you've ever seen Final Recall, but that's what this is. I'm here to tell you that you sent me here from the future to tell you that it is time to rise in consciousness, to wake up to the fact that this is your dream. And that everything within the dream must bend to your whim. But you are bending to its whim. Wake the fuck up. Yeah, that's what you sent me to do. Peace. Gratitude for you here in the now. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. Okay? This live will be on my YouTube. Please subscribe just in case they do something to God's app, TikTok, God's app. God's app. Total Recall, that's what I said. What else did I say? Total Recall, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Or am I bugging? Did I say something else? Peace, peace, peace. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Let's keep cooking. Okay. I said Final Recall? Whatever. Total Recall. Yes, that's what I meant. Here we go. Look. Okay. You are alchemizing. Your mind's like, what the fuck is this? This is unbelievable. Relax. You are alchemizing this realm of seeming physical reality where things are stuck in time. You're alchemizing it into the experience of what you have when you sleep at night. That's what this is turning into. Listen to me. I know I said Total Recall. I know. I was there when I said it. I was in the now. But here we go. Much love. No distractions. Let's wake up. And Tiffany, I still love you. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Or was it Tiffany? No, it was Chef Ma. I love you. Who cares? Let's go. You ready? Okay. The experience is crazy. I know. The experiences that you have when you're in the sleep realm, the way that matter is expressed there isn't expressed the same way in the waking life. Okay? So in the waking world, again, it takes time, space before your thoughts, feelings, and emotions manifest on the screen of life. So there's a delay. Unlike in the quote-unquote dream realm, when you're in the dream realm, it's instant. There's no delay. What you think, feel, and express from mind instantly is movable and moldable. In what we call the dream realm, you can be flying. You can be in a building, in a mansion, in a slum, in the hood, in the burbs, in a different dimension, in a different world. You can be anywhere instantaneously because the way God's energy is being expressed there is in its true form, unbound by time, space, and what we perceive as matter. Now, this realm is that realm. It's just that that energy is vibrating slowly, so it gives the appearance that the energy is matter. Listen. This is why I give you the example of, can you feel me through the screen? You got to put everything that I'm saying together. I ask you if you can feel me through the screen because that gives you an example of the energy that you can't perceive with your senses. Listen to where I'm going here. Put it together. The energy, the energy that exists between you and I is the same energy that I'm telling you that is being used in that realm. You just see it as me. That energy that you feel through the screen is who we are. You just see it as me. Your senses are locking it in as this. Your senses are locking it in as house. Your senses are locking it in as sun. Is it dawning on you? There's only one of that energy that's happening right now. Okay, right? So, that energy, it's as if all of this disappears when we leave this realm. Like when we dream, it just disappears. And it goes back into infinity again. And then while we're in the quote unquote dream realm, you're able to, that energy that turned into me is free again. It's free. It's free. Okay? Now, from there, you're moving it with intention. Oh, fly. Oh, move the whatever. It's one energy. It's not like it's separate. You see it as compartmentalized and separate because of the senses while you're here. But it's all one energy. So you're not doing anything special. You're just moving your energy around. We call it magic, but it's natural. It's natural. What you perceive as solid matter is made of energy, the same energy. You only perceive it as solid matter because your senses give you that experience. But once you raise the consciousness of your senses, you can start seeing the ties that bind me and you together. You see orbs, you see lights, you see spirits, you see ghosts. You hear high-pitched sounds. You start to hear beyond, sense beyond, see beyond what your senses were usually able to pick up on. We live in an ocean of existence. Now let's bring it all back. Let's bring it back now. Now start to pretend with me for a second that this realm is just like the dream realm. It's not stuck in time. It's not stuck in matter. Just pretend with me. Now, from this point of view, you can quite literally create the reality that you want. What the fuck you tripping over? And the tripping creates. You're creating shit to trip over with emotion, feeling, and thought. Because like in that world, it instantly... It's just that while you're here, it takes time and space to get the thing to trip over. But now it's coming quicker. Why do you think events are speeding up? It's speeding up because you're speeding up. Your consciousness is speeding up. Your mind is speeding up. You're becoming the lucid dreamer in this realm. You're going beyond the character. This thing. You're becoming the energy again. You're Lucy. You're Lucy. It was you, though, the entire time. You keep looking outside. You keep looking at me. But there is no me without you. There is no me in this form without your senses decoding the energy of existence into this form. There is no me. There is no sun. There is no earth. There is no stars. There is no tree. There is nothing sense perceivable without your senses decoding God's infinite energy into what you see as me, tree, cat, stars, moon, dog, and the greater universe. This is the power of you. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. If this lecture has hit you anywhere in your heart, mind, and soul, we do still exchange money for goods in this realm. So if you want to donate, you can donate as well. I appreciate you. Anything will suffice. Close your eyes and feel the energy. That's another thing. Now that's when we start to go into. Now that was me describing it externally. Now meditation is the tool or the technology that we use to actually sense and feel the ties that bind us to everything that exists. Meditation is shutting the senses down, the senses that continuously try to dictate to you that there's separation between you and everything else. Why are people more liked or less liked than others? Everybody, I told you, everybody on the planet is the one. And they are getting a feedback loop on the screen of life about what they believe about themselves, what they feel about themselves. It's magnetics, it's mirroring, it's fractals. The reason why you're attracted to me, the reason why you're attracted to this version of you is because I love me. deeply, wholly. I honor myself. I respect myself. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of the comments. I'm not afraid of that. I am one with you in the comments, in the phone, in the wall. Who am I afraid of? Why should I be? Now, in that, I'm vibrating that. You can probably sense and feel that, even if you can't sense and feel that. Okay? Why did I used to get along with people better? Now I love myself. Everyone hates me. You're going to answer that question yourself because you already know why. People are hive mind entities within this realm. It's a hive mind. Okay? So people connect with people connect on a particular thing, which is usually projection. Let's all gossip about this person or that person. Let's make fun of people so that we don't have to have any introspection and look at ourselves and the fact that we really hate ourselves. That's how people bond. So when you step outside of that and start loving yourself and not giving a fuck, I don't want to entertain it. I don't want to make fun of people to make myself feel better. You guys clearly feel like shit within, and then you're projecting it on other people. I don't want to deal with that anymore. So you start to go outside and start loving yourself. And then you see the hive mind, and then they look at you like you're weird because you're not joining the group. That's the illusion. That's the game. You loving yourself brings outside of them they wish they had within. Let's pin that. That's beautifully put. It's all projections, all reflections. And this is the reason why I tell people that we are all reflections of one another, especially the parts that we hate in others. There was a creator on here that told me that we're not all reflections of each other. And I said, that makes no sense. The deepest, darkest parts of my mind I can see reflected in reality. There were times where I thought crazy shit. Like, fuck him, fuck that, crazy. Like, whoa, like, who, like, I think crazy stuff. So I think we all do. So and since thoughts exist in another dimension, another realm, they act out in that realm, and then they get acted out in the physical realm. It's all spiritual. Everything is spiritual. The thought comes from the higher dimensions. We think we feel it, and then we act on it. So we're playing out spiritual dramas, spiritual plays. Okay? On this realm. Period. And then we're ending that now. That's why it feels the way it feels. That's why it feels so intense. That's why it feels crazy. So where do we go from here? What is the next? You tell me. You tell me, God. You tell me. You have to, yeah. You don't have to do anything because you're God. You could still play this game of separation and forgetfulness and think that think that I'm real, that I can tell you something that you don't already know, but whatever. Point is that you're going to be deciding where you want to go, what you want to do. It's infinite. It's the reason why these things are happening. Fires, the winds, the solar storms. It's not doom and gloom and destruction. It's the end of a matrix system. Excuse me. It's the end of a dualized system. You guys, please make sure you like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. I know this sounds like a podcast. I know you guys are probably listening and it feels good to listen, but please make sure you're liking the live, sharing the live, pushing this out to people, giving gifts if you feel called to, because this is how I continue to do what I'm able to do within this realm. So I appreciate you. Or if you'd like to donate, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, Danny B. I love and appreciate you per usual. Thank you very much. Here we go. Oh, you can donate. Here we go. Let's keep going. You tell me what's going to happen. I know, but I don't know. I'm going to say I don't know so that I can leave it to you. Because you have to, that's like your children keep coming. I'm not saying you're my children, but you are. And I'm your child. But that's another topic. Here we go. It's like your children coming to you and they keep asking you every single detail of what they should do. And it's like, I can't tell you every single detail. I know, though. I know. Yeah? But I got to leave some for you to do. You got to fill in the blank sometimes. Because that's going to empower you. But if I keep telling you, well, this is going to happen, and that's going to happen, and this is going to happen, and that's going to happen, then you're going to be like, oh, okay. Dad said this is gonna. No, you need to fill in the blank sometimes. Make sense? Peace, peace, peace. Are NPCs or soulless people real? Listen to what I'm telling you. Thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm telling you, it helps the algorithm as well. So keep on. Here we go. Are NPCs? Yes. Listen to me. Listen to me. There are such thing as particular bodies just walking around as programs. There aren't any souls inhabiting some of these bodies. It's not a big deal. It's just that some people that we see act as place fillers, right? And they're in the program and keep the program running so that we can have a program to freaking play in. It's a game. You have to have. You know how they say you need rain for the sun. You need rain for the rainbow, so you need to experience the rain. So you got to have a frame of reference of where you came from to know how far you came. So some bodies act as a frame of reference of where you came from. It has to be. It wouldn't be a movie otherwise. And that means that everybody would just wake up at once, boom, and now we're all risen. No, that's not a good movie. That's trash. Who wrote that movie? God wrote this movie, so you know this shit gonna be fire. You can't think God gonna write a movie and be like, oh, well, everybody woke. No, this is how it's gonna work. A few people, we're gonna sprinkle a few souls in these bodies, rise them up, and then they're gonna have to go to quote unquote war with these other versions of themselves that there aren't any souls infused in those bodies, and we're gonna call them NPCs or soulless characters. All to, change the vibration of the surroundings, and then finally everybody rises, but it's in progression. I'm just giving you the plot in a way, right? Not the whole plot, because there's going to be in-betweens that we got to fill in. How do we fill it in? Every fucking step of the way, you're filling in the plot. With every act you take, every food you eat, every thought you think, every emotional trauma you integrate, everything is you. This shit is yours. It's not about the world. It's never been about the world. It's never been about the world. It's been about you integrating all of this shit so that you can walk around in the world as the dreamer, as the God, as the creator, as the one, as the angel. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. Let's rise. I am all that I am, and the now the one, and you are as well. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I love, honor, and respect every single one of y'all. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank y'all for being. Thank y'all for existing. Thank y'all truly. Right? Right? I love you. Man, listen to me. I like the we because we're collective. We have a collective consciousness. But in the rising, while you're rising, especially in the early rise or awakening, you have to know it's scary of a thought that it's only you, because you think that it's a scary thought. Because it even be scary for me sometimes when you study the nature of reality, that you are quite literally projecting your consciousness outwardly and to have this experience. So you've always been alone. And that's why you wanted to do it. That's why God is all there is. Think about this. Just feel me on this. If God is all there is, and it's I'm just me here. What the fuck? Like, I'm just here, and I'm just giving you human, like how a human would do it. I'm here alone and by myself, and oh man, this is whack. Damn, you know what I should do? I should create other versions of me. I should compartmentalize myself and fractalize myself and send myself off into different dimensions and universes. I should do that. And then I'll populate all of those with versions of me, yeah. And then I'll forget. This is lonely. This is whack. I want to experience me. I'm tired of just being one. I want to compartmentalize myself. And that's what God did from my vantage point. I could be dead wrong. I could be dead wrong. But that's not what I'm gathering from my perspective. It feels as if that one wanted to experience itself as 2, 3, 4, 5, infinite different versions of itself. And it's speaking through me right now. Remembering itself through me, through you, through us, through this. There's only one. It's nuts. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here in the now. Man, this shit is over, y'all. Like, that's why it feels how it feels, y'all. What we call heaven, what we call heaven, y'all. It's simply us getting back to ourselves and remembering that there's only one energy. The thought that there was two, it was out there that's gonna hurt me. That thought was the nightmare. Thank you so much. Wow, I better be following you. That's amazing. Thank you. I gave you a follow back. Happy and free 67. Thank you so much for the gifts. I love you. Shit been booming, huh? It's a fizzy. Projection, right. Wow, fuck. Yes, we do, in the most literal way. The magic mirror, indeed. So who am I talking to? And am I doing this to continue? Who am I talking to? And am I doing this so that I don't feel alone anymore still? This God me, the God me. Why am I on TikTok? There's parts of me that still don't want to embrace the fact that it's only me, right? Think about this. Why are you on TikTok? There's only you. Listen to what I'm saying to you. No, I get that. It's all ordained. I get that. But listen to what I'm saying to you. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Listen. If I told you that originally, God, you, Christ, consciousness, the one, the Buddha, whatever, wanted to feel as if it wasn't alone, okay? So it compartmentalized itself and fractalized itself into universes, earths and humans and extraterrestrials and all types of shit, right? And that there's only that being. There's only one, right? And I'm that in the now. Okay, listen to me. Who am I talking to? And why do I continuously have this burning desire to keep coming on TikTok? It's because I still don't want to feel alone. That's why. Why do you? Because you still don't want to feel alone. You want to talk to other versions of yourself to see if they get it, to see if they remember, to see if they'll mirror that in which you're remembering in yourself. When all you really need to do is meditate and get out of it and disappear. But you don't want to. None of us really do. We want to keep experiencing the external world and the compartmentalization of our energy. We want to experience separation still. We all do. We do want that wholeness and to remember our oneness again. We do. But we still have the desire to hug someone, to love someone other than them. Yeah. Wow. I remember. I gotta go, guys. I love y'all. I'm about to go meditate. I will be back at 12:30. Meet me there. That's where I'll be. Asheo.